Hey, what's up guys, we're for another video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a Valak makeup tutorial. I don't know. New Year just went by and I'm here doing a Valak makeup tutorial. So without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. So first things first is we need to prime. Now Valak is a demon, so she doesn't need to prime. Unlucky for us, we still do. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Persali Unicorn Essence. This is empty, but there's still a little bit of product as you can see. And I'm just gonna swipe that on her face. So for this look, I'm only going to be using two products, mainly a foundation and some black eyeshadow. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the BYS Cream Foundation in light beige. Now it doesn't really seem too light on the camera, I think, but it is pretty light. I'm not sure if it's very light on the camera because my preview is showing a different color scheme than my actual camera, so really can't tell. But yeah, I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to be using a beauty blender to apply in this. So we're going to be covering our face with this. So you can see the color difference between that and my skin. Oh, now this works well with like pale, or not pale, white face paint. But since I don't have white face paint, so I'm improvise. I'm using the palest foundation I have, which is this. Now if you don't have like white face paint, or you cannot find any white face paint, you can just like find an alternative, like a very, very pale foundation. This is so pale, oh god. To be honest, this is a really good foundation, I'm not gonna lie. Clown who? Oh god. Now I'm going to be setting my face using some baby powder, and I'm not going to be using like my loose powders like the Chanel one or the Ichido loose powders, because I want this look to be as pale as possible, and baby powders kind of leave like a wrong brush. Baby powders kind of leave like a white cast on the face. Now for the eyeshadow I'm gonna be using this matte Mania eyeshadow. This is from a company called Groovy Compacts or Mikey J, I don't know. Yeah. This is what the colors look like. That's what the colors look like, and I'm gonna be using this matte shadow right here. I'm gonna be using like this brush. This is like a very dense brush. I actually use this for like my under eye makeup, but since Gonna be using this to pack on the shadow. So I'm just gonna start on the lids. Ooh. Now let's just work our way up. And we need to work your way up to the brows, just so that. Do you guys see how powdery that is? And we need to cover the brows too with black shadow, just so that, you know. Since Valak doesn't have brows, we want to cover it with shadow. Or some brow gel, or you can just like glue it out. But since I don't have glue and I don't want to do that also, you just like add some shadows. That's also a great technique so that you don't have to glue your eyebrows if you're scared of that. And we're just gonna blend that down here. Is it pure? This is not an actual black. This is kind of blue. You guys see how it has a bit of a bluish tint? I don't know. So now I'm gonna be taking a pencil brush. Not a pencil. This is a pencil brush. This is a fine liner. This is the Zoeva 315 fine liner, and I'm just gonna take the eyeshadow and I'm just going to define my nose. So I'm just gonna first be defining that part of my nose, just like that, and define that part. And let's extend that down here. Like that. So this is the Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease, and I'm just gonna be blending out that black line. Let's do the same thing on the other side. I'm just following my natural like nose shape right here, but we are going to be elongating this part right there, like that. Oh. Valak. Oh, it's so hot. I don't know if it's because of the lights or it's because of the foundation, but it's getting hot. Now since Valak has a very thin nose, I'm going to be taking the same brush we applied and I'm going to be packing some black eyeshadow, and let's just give her, or let's give ourselves a very, very sculpted out nose. No, it doesn't have to be a perfect line because if you see her on, not in real life, on movie, you might notice that her nose is a bit crooked. So yeah, you don't have to worry about it being straight, but it turned out straight. Nose contour who? Now of course we will be blending the, nose contour so it doesn't look very harsh. Like so. Let's just blend that down. Let's smoke that out. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Let's smoke that nose contour. My nose looks like a dick. So now we're just going to be creating the lines on Valak's face. I'm still going to be using the liner brush though. We're going to be taking this fine liner brush, and I'm just going to be first making a nice line. No, it doesn't have to be straight, just like me. And let's just create a nice fine line right there. It's very faint, but it's there. So let's just give it a bit more like depth, or not depth, a bit more color. I'm starting to sweat too, so this is not a great idea. Next is we're going to be defining her, like, you know, I'm going to be creating a line right over here, like that. So, like that. Bitch, running so low. I'm gonna be taking a nice line over here. I don't know if you guys could see that line, but yeah, it's there. It's a very faint line. And we're just going to be doing the same thing. Now you don't have to make sure it's the same. Lines are never the same. And since we are back from the dead, you know. Alright, so I'm just gonna be packing on some black eyeshadow on my lips, which is going to dry my lips up real bad, but hey. It doesn't have to be perfect because we will be smudging this. And we're going to be creating the lines on her lips too. So first things first is we're going to start here, like at this part. And let's create a nice line like so. And same thing, but we have a crooked line. I don't know, I'm just following what's on this picture right here, so. Now since Valak has kind of like a textured face, oh wait, I'm gonna contour first. I'm gonna be using the same brush, and let's just contour our face. You want to follow the natural contours of your face, and then you just bring it way down, like so, like that. Just blend that contour down. I'm not packing on more colors, so I'm just like blending it downwards. Now I'm gonna be taking like a brush like this, and I'm just gonna dip it in the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna dab it on the skin. Since Valak has like very old and ancient skin, let's just dab that all over the face. Make sure that it's very light or just very light dabbing. So if you guys enjoyed this video, sorry if it's out of focus, and if you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I just took it off because it got hot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!